I woke up in the dead of the night with a great idea for a video, and I grabbed a pen and paper and I wrote something down and went back to sleep again. And this morning I've just got a bit of paper with the word Aardvark written on it. What the heck? Hello there, that's right, it's Nick Dutch and I'm back on the camera yet again. Hi there, how on earth is it going? This is one of those situations when I come up with like a really deep analogy to something which is pretty deep. And I expect that someone's going to blast my argument to shreds in the comment section, but what the heck, I'm going to just carry on and say it. Imagine a situation. There's a library. It's a rather large library full of thousands upon thousands of books. Someone walks in, they see one particular book they find interesting. They pick it up off the shelf and they open it. And they see one particular word in that book, Aardvark. They think that's interesting, close the book, put it back on the shelf and walk out. They go to the nearest cafeteria, sit down and have themselves a nice cup of tea. And they think to themselves, what a stupid subject for a book. The same person goes and tells their friends, look, I just saw this book, it's about the aardvark. I mean, what the hell, it was quite a big bulky book. How much can you say about an aardvark? It's a terrible thing to do. Who on earth wrote this stuff? His friend then listens to the guy who went to the library just rambling on and thinks, yeah, it's daft. And he goes onto his computer and he starts writing up a blog saying, you know, I heard that there's this stupid book out there and it's all written about the aardvark and the aardvark is terrible and what a subject. I mean, we got like, you know, other important subjects to deal with such as war, you know, terrorism, pestilence, disease, H1N1, all that kind of stuff. Why are we bothering and why are there books out there about the aardvark? Yet another person walks into the same library, sees the same book, picks it up off the shelf and he opens it. And he sees a word which stands out in it. And the word is zoological. And he closes the book and puts it back on the shelf and walks out thinking, what, just one volume on zoological stuff? I mean, come on, the subject is vast. He goes to a coffee shop, sits down, has himself a nice cup of coffee. Cheers. And he thinks to himself, how on earth can someone just write one book about zoological things? I mean, it's stupidity, it's pure stupidity. And he goes onto the internet and he starts writing a blog purely about how some idiot at some point in time wrote a book all about zoology, and it was just one book. I mean, that stuff could have filled an entire library. Someone reads the blog written by the first guy and thinks, oh my god, this is absolutely pathetic. The fact that someone's actually bothered to write about this is a non-subject, and he sets up another blog about how the first blogger was in fact really stupid to complain about the fact that there was a book written about an aardvark. Another person reads the first blog and thinks, isn't that wonderful, we all need to know more about aardvarks. And so blogs about how important it is that this book was actually written. Another person stumbles upon the second blogger's blog, the one who wrote about the fact that the book was all about zoology. And he sets up a blog which is just full of zoology is an important subject, you know, we've got to know about this. It's rather daft that, you know, there aren't more of these books about. Yet another blogger sees this second blog about the fact that this entire book had been written on zoology. And he then sets up another blog going on about the fact that so many people are so obsessed with zoology. I mean, what the hell is going on here? I mean, it's a pathetic subject. We should be thinking about other things such as, you know, the role of cats and dogs in the family home, for instance. But the fact of the matter is, this one book that gave the first two blog writers their inspiration happened to be a dictionary. You see, in reacting emotionally to one particular idea, both of these individuals have made some very serious mistakes. They've started rumours, they've broadcast something which is essentially false. They haven't continued trying to work out what the book was, why was it there, the role that it plays in relation to all of the other books within the library, the kind of person who uses that particular book, why they would want to use it, what state of development are they in, what projects are they working on that they would actually need that book. And what I was thinking, and this is my thought for today, that that's essentially the way that YouTube can work at times, because there's always misrepresentations going on. People ignore the original premise, what the original subject was all about. And that's rather sad, really. But that's unfortunately the way it is. And yes, we've got to accept that. We've also got to try and be a little more honest than all the other people who would just blog about the word aardvark. This has been the great and glorious, soon to be famous one day, Nick Dutch, rambling about aardvark, zoologies and dictionaries for no particular reason apart from the fact I felt like making a video based upon something which happened in a moment of insomnia in the dead of the night. In good fortune, God and or Goddess and or none of the above bless, Nick Dutch signing out for now.